Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the top 16 of YCS Brazil. Also, make sure to go check out the original stream down below at the very top of the description. And alright, we have Paulo versus Lucas, but you know, it's a 3v3 event, team event. So we have the Disciples, Fala versus Romain Tychos Dashak. Okay, alright. So we got Cash versus Purrely. Oh, Paulo definitely just passed. Oh yeah, you can even just see it on his face. Oh my god, the typical Cash experience. Why? This happens so much more than it ever should for a deck that was like this good in our meta. It's so funny though how it happens this often. But alright, normal Purrely effect. I mean, Paulo is like the hand trap guy. He probably has something. I thought I saw a Veiler in hand. Honestly, it's Paulo. It definitely is just Veiler. But I don't know if they would Veiler Purrely, though, unless they have a bunch of other hand traps. Oh. Okay. Chaining Shifter, and then Chaining Veiler. Okay. I was gonna say, maybe we drop Shifters so that way if they hit a spell, they can't chain it to get the discard in the graveyard to make Purrely live. I was gonna say, that's like really big brained when they could just like also chain a Purrely spell here, but then it'd be hard for them to discard a Purrely spell. So like, I wouldn't even hate that. I wouldn't even hate what they did. But then they chain Veiler, so. Okay, they have double Ash in hand too. No. That stops like half the starters that Cash was probably going to have. Well, I mean, they probably have a Theosis or Birth in hand. Usually whenever Cash breaks, they have one of those. But they're going to activate Pretty, but you know, like a field spell or something like that. That's not going to do us a whole lot. Or Prosperity. They're going to Ash the Pretty memory now. I'm confused. Wait. Yeah, they want to activate Pretty. Did they already gain the 1,000 or something? Oh, they're chaining it in response. Okay, so it doesn't get banished. Okay. That's where the little mess-up was. So now they're just going to attack for 100. Set Book of Moon, they definitely have a Purrely in hand and an Ash Blossom. So, I mean, Ash plus Book when your opponent didn't play turn 1 and they're on Cash, you gotta be feeling pretty good that your opponent's just gonna pass it back to you after you use a non-engine. Oh, that doesn't even have to use a non-engine. And they drew Purrely. Oh, that's just game. Yeah, just summon Purrely. Effect. I can't even tell what that hand trap in their hand is. Oh, it's Veiler. No, it's Purrely but ulti. Oh, okay, so they have an ulti one and a common one. Fair. Effect, chain Veiler. Oh, they look like they want to chain that book with the quickness. Alright, so book the set. Paulo can't stop it. There's no point of saying anything. Yeah, dude, there's no point of saying anything. You can't stop it. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. You can't bluff there, because even if you chain Imperm, it doesn't negate it, because once it's set, it'll just, like, forget that the Imperm tried to negate it anyways. But, who knows, maybe they're just trying to bluff. Most opponents won't know that, so, like, you know, you can still bluff in that spot. But, they're gonna activate the My Friend Purrely, pay 500. I am a little bit surprised that they booked their own monster, though. Just because, like, I don't know. You could have just, like, not done that. You had 2 level 1s. That can get you to, like, Sylvan and the Zeus. And then you still have, like, follow-up for the next turn, which is normal summon Purrely again. And you also still have book sets. Now your opponent has to have Zeus plus book, and they're top decking with no engine. Which is just, like, impossible. You could say it's impossible to break this, but maybe you end up getting hand-trapped again on something. No matter what, you still get Zeus, though. But you don't have books up. And Zeus also isn't as strong when you have the My Friend Purrely there that you don't want to wipe. But okay, yeah, we're just going to see Paulo scoop game 1. I mean, that was just, Not great. Not great. But, okay, going on to this next game now. We are going to see Paulo get to the side. So I think they're just going to keep it with the same match until this one's done. Because usually what they do in like the US streams is they'll, in between the games, go look at the other ones just to check them out real quick. So it doesn't look like they're doing that here, which I'm actually fine with. We get to keep watching the same match the entire time. Sucks that we don't get to at least peep the other ones, but this one also seems like it's going to be one of the faster matches, so just because of how fast game 1 was. But they're going to drop Shifter there. Okay. Join Shifter both games. Pretty strong. And then, okay, there we go. I mean, we deserve it. We overly deserve it. We deserve to draw Unicorn plus, like, another engine card in our hand that's strong for what happened last game. You know, you absolutely brick one game. The next game, you deserve to have a little bit of a strong hand. But Unicorn the Theosis, and then activate Theosis to go summon. So, also, one thing about Shifter versus Purrely is Shifter hurts Purrely a lot more when Purrely's the one going first, because then their only line, the XYZ, is using Purrely effect, and they're starting with 5 cards in hand, so they end up losing a lot of cards quickly to not end on a whole bunch most of the time. But Shifter going second, it's not as scary, because you know, you can still try to get like happiness off your Purrely. It's still gonna hurt because it pretty much shuts down Purrely's second effect for the whole turn. And also it's gonna, you know, hurt like Delicious and the plump plays or anything like that. But they're just gonna go Fenrir, search Unicorn. If they don't have Rise and they just set one, then it's definitely just D-Barrier. But it also is scary to full focus and okay, because like I used to think that like if you had D-Barrier versus Purrely, you can just set it and pass, but it's not really the case anymore unless you have another non-engine card with it, because you could just get blown out by a crossout, absolutely blown out, because more and more people play it. It's like not uncommon, but they probably have it here. They also have Shifter live. They'll have another non-engine set. Oh my gosh, they have Sararvis in hand. That card is not good. This matchup specifically though is where like Sararvis is like a tiny bit better than Crossout, just because it can hit Fenrir and Arise. And also Paulo is playing Valor and stuff, so you actually have a pretty good Sararvis in this matchup. But it could also just be Crossout. That could still stop like almost everything I named besides Arise. But then it also can hit D-Barrier and stuff too, which is really strong. And the books. Like Book of Eclipse is really good against Purrely. It's hard to stop that card. But Purrely effect on the normal summon. Reveal talents, my friend Purrely Sleepy. It's just going to grab the Sleepy to the hand. Okay. I see Purrely in their hands, Sararvis, Book of Moons, Sleepy, Purrely Yeep, and then I couldn't see what the last card was. But on Reza Purrely effect, they're gonna go Unicorn Fenrir. Remember the Purrely itself, not Purrely, but Purrely is the way that they XYZ this turn. So they just want to go ahead and take that body off board. They also did Unicorn 1 Fenrir 2, which does play in the Sararvis, unlike if they did Fenrir 1 Unicorn 2, so they could have actually chain blocked to play around that. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? There's more things that can stop, like, Fenrir target than, like, Unicorn wiping from the extra deck. But, okay, yeah, they are just reading over Sararvis now. Do they have anything there? I doubt they have anything there to stop it. Like, you can't called by because you're under Shifter. Strike would be the only thing that you could do, but nope, they don't have anything, so they get to look through their extra deck in Unicorn Rip. They do play the IP for the Contact C, which I think is respectable because that card has, you know, really blown up in popularity recently. And if you're going to a YCS, maybe it's just not worth risking it when you can just take out one of your other cards in your extra deck, like maybe the second Zeus for the IP. I don't know, I do kind of like the second Zeus though. But alright, yeah, they're thinking here about their next play. They're gonna go activate Sleepy Memory. Okay, so they're gonna go Sleepy, discard Purrely to go summon. Okay, so bring out Purrely maybe, and then Purrely effect. Yeah, because they can still make like a rank 1 to get to XYZs. So maybe they overlay for like a Slacker or for a Sylvan after this, like after their search. Because they're trying to get Purrely effect to search here. That could grab like my friend Purrely. Wait. Are they searching? Okay, they are. Okay. They have their whole hand there. It looked like they were ready to like place one card down. But Purrely to search out my friend Purrely. Okay. So they know my friend. That's it, because they activated the Sleepy. I do like how they have one Purrely ulti. I keep drawing that one. But activate the my friend Purrely now. Pay 500 life points to go reveal 3. It looks like Ash Blossom is going to be dropped from the hand. Oh, they're scooping? No way. Okay, yeah, maybe just accidentally about to take it off board. I was about to say, no way, right? Because at the bare minimum, you go rank 1 into Zeus. Well, I guess, I don't know exactly what they ripped. Do they have another Zeus? They have to. Yeah, they have another Zeus. They indeed do have another Zeus. Especially in, like, South America. Maybe in South America, you always play the double Zeus. Because, you know, they have a little bit more rogue down there. And because of that, maybe something like Zeus comes up more. You know, you play against these random decks, trap tricks, other random stuff like that. And, you know, Zeus is really, really good into some board states. But they're going to go Slacker, attacking the Fenrir. They won't take any damage because of Sleepy Memory if that goes through. So, boom, cool. It battled though. Oh, okay, flipping D-Barrier, call XYZ. Is the last unknown in their hand cross out? Nope, it was not cross out for the last card in hand. So, you lose. Yep, that's how it is. I mean, what are you supposed to do, right? Your opponent drew Unicorn, D-Barrier. Shifter and Ash were just extra. Not even needed. I mean, you have Book of Moon to try to protect yourself. So yeah, they're gonna set Book. Pass turn. So now they have Book of Moon to try to stop the Unicorn Fenrir. We also know that their last card in hand is also another Unicorn. But they can just go like Unicorn Search Birth, Fenrir Search. You can get a bunch of stuff for free. Yeah, so they were just asking about the damage, but they showed them Sleepy Memory. It's very good to know that interaction, especially if like time is coming. You know, maybe there's only like 4 or 5 minutes less or under. You know, you can hold Sleepy Memory and activate it during your opponent's draw phase, then chain your XYZ to attach it. Instead of doing it on your turn, do it on their turn. Protect yourself from some life points. But now they're gonna go Fenrir effect there to go search. Probably just searching out, like, Rise. Yeah, searching out Rise Heart. It's also great that they have 2 bodies on board already. Because, like, it's already fairly easy to game under Nib and Cash. But, like, when you already have 2 bodies on board, it's too easy. It's too easy. You'd have to really try to play in the Nib. But now they can go Unicorn effect to go search. That is for sure going to grab Birth. Like, for sure. Actually, it's not for sure, because Theosis does get you Scareclaw, which is a pretty nice body. But, oh my gosh, Birth does feel so good. It's also an interruption against Purrely, too. And it's going to get you an extra body anyways, so you could just like rise, banish Scareclaw, and bring it back. It does play in the Cosmic, but probably doesn't have it. Okay, looks like they're going to go rise, affect the special. Okay. Oh, they're really thinking on it. Okay. So special summon out. Yup. That's fine. So both these teams were X1-1 after day 1. So they were 8 rounds of Swiss. I know Paulo's team had the 2-round bye. It's so stupid getting a 2-round bye in an 8-round Swiss tournament. Like, they had to play 6 rounds, and all they had to do was win 4, lose 1, draw 1. That's so dumb. It's so dumb. But I mean, hey, whatever. Fair enough. You got the top. But I still think the VIP like that is so dumb. But now, I think it's fair and I think it's semi-fair in a long tournament. Like 13 rounds, 12 rounds or something. But 8 rounds of Swiss, it's crazy. But Birth summoned back out the Scareclaw they banished off the Rise, switch Fenrir to attack. They are threatening game here. The opponent does have Book of Moon though, so if you just bring out like 1 extra body, like bring out the Unicorn from hand that we know that you have, then you should just win off that. Yeah, that'll be game if you summon that out through a Book of Moon. And hey, if they got Book of Eclipse, we're drawing 5. Oh, we're going to activate Pressured Planet. That was our top deck. Okay, activate, go search. Okay, maybe just searching another Fenrir to summon then. Because that would be better to have on board than your other Unicorn. Especially if you do get hit with Eclipse. And if you also get hit with Eclipse, the Scareclaw that they just currently picked up in our reading, that card is nice to have face up on the field during the opponent's turn versus Purrely, because that'll stop the Purrely happiness from being able to attack and search. And if you have double Fenrir on your board, plus they can't attack and search, then that's like a little decent setup. It's not going to fully get you there, obviously, but you'll have draw 5 on top of that. Oh, can we have gameplay, please? Can we go back? Okay, I guess maybe, I don't know, I was going to say maybe try to see what decks the Michael D and Victor K were on. I couldn't see. But yeah, they're trying to go battle phase now. They do have Book of Moon. Book does not save you here. Or does it? No, it doesn't. No matter how you do this, Book, it doesn't, right? Because you have to Book Scareclaw, so a Slacker doesn't die the first time, but Slacker only has 100 attack. They also could lance, yeah. That could also just lance. You didn't even have to, but actually, if you didn't have to, it's probably not worth doing, right? Because you just revealed free information when you had game without it. Yeah, a little bit weird. But okay, on to the next game. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to see Purrely get to this side. They're gonna pile shuffle here. Obviously, I pile shuffle in between every game. And I would suggest everybody does the same, unless if there's like literally no time left. Then like sure, it's unfortunate, but all right. On to this game now. Purrely gets to this side. I see Ash, Moonlit in Paulo's hand. That's all I could see. I saw a trap. I think he said he sides out Big Bang going second, so you know what I mean. It's probably not Big Bang. Summon Purrely, effect. Go ahead, look at the top 3. They said okay. Hit Book of Moon. Purrely nib. Misses off of that. Misses off of that. Misses off of that. Let's go, Paulo. Let's go, Paulo. Yes, sir. Bias commentary, doesn't matter. Let's go, Paulo. Okay, so activate the happy now. Don't do it. Are you gonna change Shifter for the 3rd time? Are you gonna open Shifter every game, Paulo? Actually, if you open Shifter, that may be bad. 'Cause that may mean you have no engine. Oh my gosh, you changed Shifter. Okay, well, at least we're gonna make our opponent go down infinite cards and hand trap them. I see cross out in Purrely hand. Yep, it's like one of the only cards you can't cross out though is Shifter. Okay, they're gonna discard the Sararvis and then go summon. Okay. They're gonna bring out Purrely. Purrely affect the search. That's a pretty decent hand trap because that's gonna search my friend Purrely, which does a lot. Even though their next play is probably just makes Sylvan after that. Yeah, that's a good moonlit spot. And now their next play is make Sylvan. Probably. Oh, they have Delicious plus Crossout in hand. Yeah, you have to make Sylvan. You don't have a choice, right? I mean, you could go activate Delicious, bring out Purrely effect to check. But you could also just make Sylvan Princess Sprout. And then if we want to do that whole play afterwards, we can. Or we can Delicious discard whatever we drew, or new Purrely spell discard. But I am happy. I am so happy that Paulo drew Shifter all these games, so I hope every Cash player does that on these streams. Get that card out of this game. Or put it down the 1 or something. I don't know. Don't leave that card at 3. Literally, with that card at 3, people will be like, oh, dude, you could play Flunder, because, like, Flunder gets to play Shifter, and that's really strong. So, like, I don't know, you put the card down the 1, maybe people will be like, oh, it's not really worth playing this deck, because I only get to play 1 super high impact hand trap over my opponent. So maybe hit it down to like 1 or 2, and when I hate it that much, I mean, I'd prefer for it to be banned, but 1 or 2 wouldn't be bad. Just for it to not come up as much, and people will just play the card less a lot because of that. But yeah, they take the 100 because they linked off the Purrely into IP, and we also know they have Delicious. Delicious could protect IP from battle, and then they can try to make Azalea with the IP. So they have 1 interruption, which is Azalea. Okay. They have 1 interruption, which is Azalea. They're going to get to summon either Purrely or Purrely. It's probably just going to be Purrely to guarantee a follow-up piece, like my friend Purrely. Or they could even search Purrely off the Purrely to have a guaranteed normal summon, which is actually really good. And you still have, like, my friend Purrely live in deck. But alright, Paulo's thinking it through here. You don't want to mess it up. They did have another trap, so they may have Imperm. So they may end up Imperming this IP, which would actually take away the only interruption left from Lucas's side. But terraforming in the pressured planet, and then activate the pressured planet, attempt to go search, and then that's fine. So let's go. You go search out Unicorn here. Probably they are thinking, so maybe they have like Birth in hand, and they're thinking about grabbing Fenrir. Otherwise, Unicorn's always solid. Yep, grab Unicorn. I also can't wait for Cash to get hit. Just because, like, the deck has been really strong for a while. The last ban list didn't do a whole lot to Cash. It definitely hurt the deck, though. But, okay, on summon a Unicorn, activate Delicious, protect the IP, discard, go summon, bring out Purrely. Purrely affect Chainlink 1. Oh, they ash it. Oh, get cooked. Get cooked. They can't put the other body on field now for Azalea, which also means they don't have the interruption, which also means their follow-up isn't as good. There's so much room for that. And no interruptions for Paulo to go Unicorn search Birth, activate Birth. That's just game. That's just game. Summon out Fenrir. Fenrir effect to go search. Well, I say that's just game, but we were under shifters, so it's not just game right away. I guess we have to actually play a little bit more, but we can just search Rise, summon Rise, Rise effect, banish Fenrir or something, Birth effect, summon back out the Fenrir, then battle phase go for game and put their last card in hand on be something that's going to stop us. And it can't be Nib either because we're only going to do it in 4 summons. Okay, or they're gonna go Fenrir, search Unicorn. Oh, because they have Rise in hand. Okay, yeah. Summon Rise, Rise effect, go Banish, and then they just can go Birth Summon back, and that's game. So yeah, if I was Purrely, I would also make my opponent actually finish the game. Well, I guess not every instance. Like right here, I would just scoop because there's no point of going any further, and you may as well start helping your teammates. Like if it was a single event, then yeah. But, you know, in a 3v3 event, sometimes it is proper just to realize the game is over and you should full focus help your teammates. Because, like, right here, how he's, like, showing the side deck cards, shouldn't be doing that. Should just full, right now, stop putting your deck away. Start helping your teammates. You know what I mean? It's a team event. That's what I do. Like, last 3v3 I played in, round 1, I was playing Cash. I played against Purrely. I lost. And you know what I did? I was like, alright, I'm a little bit salty about that. I just looked over, started helping my teammate, full focused in the game. Helped him win his game against Evil Twin Sprite. We Unicorn ripped their whole extra deck. We had a grind game and we were ripping everything. Let me tell you what. And we wouldn't have had that if I didn't start looking over and start helping, like, you know, way before. But, alright. Okay, oh, it says right here, I'm reading the chat, they said 14 decks out of the 48 were Kashtira, it says. Okay, so 14 out of 48? That's like a third. A little under a third were on Cash. I know Unchained was huge for this event, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Unchained, I think, is the best deck into a broad format right now. Cash is still, like, overall the best deck, but there's a lot of rogue decks that are very targeted for Cash right now, and they won't beat Unchained. But okay, now we got Michael D versus Victor K. Chimera branded versus Kashtira. Chimera branded, not a bad deck. Is not looking like the greatest situation for them right now, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, we did just hop into this game randomly. Yeah, they're looking through the extract, the banish one. They're gonna banish Rinbrum. Okay, let's get that out of there. So, one match has been won by the Disciples Follow Gorala. That was the Paulo match that we just watched. You know, making the revenge after losing game 1. But now we're gonna see this player make a Rise Heart. I can't tell how many cards. Oh, they have Prosperity too. That's so annoying. It's such a broken card. You're going to get to look at the top 6 cards of your deck, and you're going to get free stuff from your banished. Oh my god, and there was like 5 fusions there. Oh, it's probably for Super Poly. Yeah, it's probably for Super Poly, but jeez. For a second, I was like, man, there's no way you're playing like 5 targets for this Prosperity. But yeah, I saw the Mud Dragon there, so it's definitely for Super Poly. But they banished the targets, it looked like, too. So maybe they don't have Super Poly in their deck right now, or maybe they just decided even if they hit it, they don't want it. Does hit Talents there. If that's alive, that's probably game. If not, then it's Ash, because Ash is really good against the opponent's engines, too. It's good against Branded Fusion. It's good against Sword Knight. Yup, grabs the Ash Blossom. Okay, Rise Heart effect to attach. So, they can attach either Theosis or... Okay, I see Garua there. It is also nice that, like, Garua is a Super Poly target, and it's also really good with a Rise. Just to get 1 draw. Pass turn. They draw Book of Moon, though. Okay. Book of Moon, Ounce of Rise. Stops Birth Effect. They have, like, 3 other cards in hand, it looks like. So they have, like, a full hand right now. They top deck the book to out a Rise. They're reading over a Rise Heart. Okay, so they have the outs of that. They know that they have Ash Blossom in hand. So they need to be able to beat that. The Rise is already outed. It's already there. It's already outed. It's too easy. It's too easy. We just top deck the out. Forehead. Alright, yeah, they're really thinking through their plays. I don't know. What could they be thinking this hard about? Talons? Maybe they're thinking about Talons. They're thinking that they need to, actually make a Rise Heart effect activate. So they don't want to activate Book of Moon on it right away. Start playing with the engine. You might get ashed on the first thing you do. If you go sword, yeah, if you get ashed on the first thing you do, that's good because that'll make talents live. But okay, they're just gonna start with book. Book, target a Rise Heart. Yeah, that just gets booked. You can't chain it and get any advantage. Your only thing under it's Garua. If a Rise Heart does leave though, then they'll get a draw. Now they're gonna go normal summon Gazelle effect to go search. I don't know what they did last turn. Because it looks like all they did was Sword Knight in the Big Wing get hit with Imperm, and then Big Wing probably got banished off Fenrir. Yeah, just Imperm Gazelle. Oh yeah, 100% Imperm Gazelle if you have Ash in hand. I was going to say maybe even Ash Gazelle, depending on what they had turn 1, because that card searches Chimera Fusion. And that card's nice. Especially when the Rise Heart's booked so they can chain block. But, alright, so we saw Victor K there win their match. So now the last match is going to be G-Nets. I was going to say who it was versus, but then they took it away. But, alright, we got G-Nets, very known Dragon Link player. I know they also played, like, Runic Nachiria before. Okay, can we skip into the match? There we go. Okay. Okay, so Purrely versus Chimera Branded. Not looking the greatest for Purrely here, since they have their whole field looking like they got hit with Book of Eclipse in response to the trap card. And now, I'm guessing that was Plump. Has to be Plump if there's cross out underneath of it. So they went Branded Fusion, Dump Gazelle, grab Sword Knight. Oh my god, yeah, this looks over for Purrely. This looks like it's really good for the Shock team. They're going to go Sword Knight, Tribute, bring out Big Winged effect to go search. It's so over, right? Oh, they don't bring out Big Winged. Okay, go for Gazelle. Gazelle, go search Chimera Fusion. Okay, activate Chimera Fusion now. Use Gazelle plus Big Winged. Oh, okay, only those two. And they didn't bring out Big Wing the first time. Wow. I mean, if you're G-Nets, you gotta be kinda happy about that. But now they're gonna activate their effects. But it's like, you can't be that happy though, because like, it still sucks even if they don't get to bring out the Big Wing. They're still going to get their Gazelle effect to search here. And they're going to get the King effect to rip from end phase. They got Big Winged effect to bring out Sword Knight. Yup. So resolve the chain. Looks like they're just thinking on what to do. I mean, they already brought out the Sword Knight, so may as well just go resolve Gazelle real quick. Go grab Cornfield if you don't have it. Yeah, I was gonna say, he even looked over to the judge like, this gotta be slow playing, right? Like, how long can it take to resolve a chain? My gosh. This is not real. It's been a whole minute. At least. Maybe they already used Gazelle effect this turn. I guess that would check out because they made Rinbrum, and I guess that's what they dumped Gazelle, and then that's when they searched Sword Knight. Okay. So I think we're fully caught up with the game then. Oh, so the only thing that they've done this turn engine-wise then is start with Branded Fusion. That's what they started with? Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. And they started with like Book of Eclipse, maybe like a hand trap, forced to cross out last turn. No, there wasn't, because they don't have anything banished. Chimera Fusion effect, add itself back. Attack into the set monster, the Sylvan Princess Sprite. Wait. Set 3? Wait! You could have attacked in the plump! No, you should have attacked into it! How are people this bad? It's top 16 of a YCS. You just let them get a free draw. You should have attacked into it to flip it face up manually. Gosh darn it. Gosh dang it. Now they're going to go to the king effect to rip. Ah. They could have ripped the only card from their hand and not let them have another one. That was such a big misplay letting Purrely have an extra card. Oh no. Oh no. So, they're going to go plump effect to attach here. Yeah, thinking on what to attach. Attaching the fusion card from the opponent's graveyard is pretty good because that can stop Magnum the reliever. Oh, but I guess if they do activate the effect, they do get hit with Rinbrum negate. And then they bounce, but that triggers the My Friend Purrely. I guess it depends how many spells they have in rotation, if it's worth it or not. Because, like, starting with a new ore is huge. Okay, yeah, so they're just going to pass. Do they have Sword Knight tag out here in the something? I mean, I'm very surprised that we didn't bring out a big wing from deck. Like, do we only have one of those in our deck? I feel like that can't be real. Unless if we're playing like a really heavy branded package and a small Chimera package. Then that could be real. But they're going to go up into a big new ore over the plump here. I can't believe that went so well for Purrely. I was honestly like, game over. I thought it was game over. Chimera won. But now it's like, once Purrely gets to this spot, they can do a lot. Especially like worst case scenario, they can attempt to like crash if the opponent leaves stuff in attack position and try to add 3 back from the graveyard when they do. So they're going to go My Friend Purrely, reveal Sleepy, oh, nope, okay, Sleepy, Pretty, Sleepy, okay. So 2 Sleepy, 1 Pretty. There is 5 minutes left. Purrely's already ahead in life. But at the same time, they gotta stay ahead. Sleepy's also good if they do happen to do the crash technique this turn. They won't take any life points for it either. So now they're gonna go activate Sleepy. Chimera could have like chained Sword Knight, tribute the summon from decks, and then Sword Knight in graveyard's a monster negate for the Purrely effect on summon here. That's gonna attempt to try to grab Purrely. I'm almost certain that it's gonna try to do that. They might try to go for Field Spell. They go for Field Spell, then they're really trying to go for the crash. Okay. I wonder if they have Cornfield in graveyard either. No idea. So they're searching. They're gonna grab their deck for Purrely from the deck to the hand. Yup. Very expected. And then, oh, they have a trap in hand. Well, they can summon Purrely and use the effect. Oh, it's D-Barrier. That's what it looks like. It looks like D-Barrier. Oh. So this game's just, like, actually over. Like, actually over. The opponent does have Crossout, though. I did see them set that. But, no, it's not going to matter for the D-Barrier next turn, I don't think. But they're going to go Purrely effect, target Sleepy. New War is a good card. It also has the effect a lot of people forget about, where you can discard and bounce 2 cards on the opponent's field to their hand. Like, 2 is so good. It's so good. It's so good. It breaks boards. Like, if you activate the effect and you discard and you try to bounce, like, you know, the opponent's forced to do something. If you do it here, they could just Rinbrum negate. They're not going to bounce an XYZ back to hand. Yeah, they're not going to bounce an XYZ back to hand. So Noir, discard my friend Purrely, target both fusions to bounce. They're going to chain Sword Knight effect to negate the monster effect of Noir. And then they're going to activate... Oh, never mind. Okay, we're looking at their Noir for a second. I'm thinking if they wanted to activate it or not. Oh, they're also reading the Sword Knight. Yep, it negates. It does not destroy. It can banish itself off field or the graveyard, which is typically why people use it in the draw phase. So that way it goes to graveyards. So that way they can use it from the graveyard. Okay. So, yep, negate the Noir effect. And now they're going to go battle Big Noir to attack over... Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Okay, yep, attack over Rinbrom. Has what, 7 materials? 3, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so 21, 33. Or 32, 32, my bad. I always say 33 every single time, but 32. So they're going to 32 beat over the Rinbrom for 700. Okay. I think that they have pretty underneath that Noir, like right there. So they'd be able to like send Purrely to attach. If they have another pretty under it, they can send the other Noir to attach. Just attach like every set card. Honestly, you attach the king. Yeah, you definitely attach the king. That's gonna stop Chimera Fusion from being able to add back. The king is also really good to summon back. We also didn't see G-Net's crash there, which I think is a misplay. Probably. Well, I don't know what they have in graveyard exactly. Oh, what was that? Oh, there was like a skip. Okay. Well, oh, they just drew off Sleepy. Okay, so end phase, they went Rinbrom effect, banish Fallen of Albaz, summon out Rinbrom, because you can choose to summon one or the other. They drew for turn, standby phase, Gabe Nets drew one off the Baby Noir. And now that's where we are at. So we're in the standby. There's 37 seconds left. They're going to go battle phase, Rinbrom, attacking the Baby Noir, activate Big Noir effect to detach to put back. So they changed the life points to 8,000 to 76. Assuming that's the correct life points, you know. We just have to stop Rinbrom from doing damage to us right now in this game. I mean, we have infinite Noir spinbacks to make sure that we don't just, like, lose. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Look at... You saw that. He went, whoa. But, alright. So, that's going to be it for top 16. Oh, that's, like, the victory thing. I was going to say there's so many bright lights. But, okay. That is going to be it for the top 16. Team YCS Brazil, so Paulo, and I will be back at it with the top 8 very shortly. And with that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.